Last year I tried the most ridiculous style of headphones possible. Clip-on headphones. Earbuds. Audio earrings. I don't even know what you'd class them as, but credit given where credit is due, they were actually really good and surprised me how comfortable they were. But until now, I haven't really tried anything else with that style of form factor. Until now, because now I've gotten hold of the brand new Shokz OpenDots 2. And the real question is, have Shokz managed to take the crown in this niche? I mean, for some context, Shokz have made some of my favourite open-ear technology in recent years, including the OpenFit Pro, an open-ear fitness-style headphone that had a rudimentary form of noise cancellation and entirely unexpected twist, which it did remarkably well considering they don't even create a seal. But have they done it again with this style of audio? Well, before I get into that, let me take you to earlier last week where I unboxed and tested them out for the very first time. Mr. Posty just dropped these off and eagerly I started opening them already, but I haven't tried them out. This is the first time I've tried these. These are the new OpenDots 2 from Shokz, and you all know that I actually really love Shokz headphones and earbuds and kind of audio technology. They often focus on open ear solutions. And these are the first clip-ons that I've tried from them. They did do the OpenDots 1, but I'm really excited to try this. Oh, they look nice, bloody hell. These are very, very nice, very sophisticated, just like Shokz normally is. Let's pop them on, shall we? Okay. Let's have a listen to some music. Oh God, that's good. That's only on half volume as well. Ooh. All right, these are pretty good. I couldn't tell that these are not in my ear. The quality is that good. They can easily mimic in-ear earbuds. Wow. Wow, these are very, very, very good for headphones that aren't even in my ear. I would say that when we're getting to the maximum volume, you do start to lose a little bit of that kind of clarity and even range across the board. But for the rest of the kind of volume level, right the way up to, I'd say 85%, that sounds fantastic. Genuinely, I couldn't tell you that I'm wearing clip-on earbud things. These sound excellent, but I need to give them a little bit more of a go. I need to go and listen to some other types of music, some films, and really try out the range of these and see what they're like overall. So I'll catch you back in the studio. So straight away, they were already exactly what I expected from Shokz. Some absolutely stellar sound in an open-ear format that Shokz are particularly known for. And what they're also known for is their style and design. Without a doubt, Shokz have some of the nicest designs that you can buy at the moment, often merging kind of sleek shapes with metal textures and the occasional accent of colour to make them really pop. And the OpenDots 2 are no different. And that's kind of a good thing for me for this style of headphone, because I'm still undecided on whether or not I actually like the appearance of clipping headphones around your ear like an earring. But if they look more stylish, then we're at least heading in the right direction. The OpenDots 2 have a very slight two-tone appearance. Although a little subtler than other Shokz headphones, it's nonetheless distinctively Shokz. Now, there's actually three colours. There's a black one, which I've got here, and a grey model, but my personal favourite is the pearl white, which I think adds a little more texture and flavour, because this has a little additional flash of gold on the top and bottom of the back, and a little band around the neck of the actual earbud itself. And this is something that the black and the grey ones don't have. But all three colours have the same larger back and smaller front, and a kind of flexible band in the middle that joins the two sides around and helps you clip on to your ear. Like that. Now this flexible band is covered in the same soft silicone that much of the device is, but internally it's a nickel titanium plate, so it has tons and tons of flex whilst also retaining its manufactured shape. This is wicked because it means that even if you've got ears like an elephant's, they'll quite happily stretch and flex to your size, but then retain the shape that they are once they clip on. But it's not a pinch, it's kind of a soft hold, and honestly, it's quite hard to describe the sensation. It's firm enough to stay attached to your ear when head-banging through a mosh pit, but soft enough so that you sometimes forget you're even wearing them. And that's partly why I've started to feel endeared towards this form factor, despite its polarising nature. Although it's subjective and likely different for everyone, but for me, I haven't found a comfier pair of headphones than clip-on style headphones. And I know that a lot of people who've tried this style will absolutely agree with me. So if you've tried this style and you agree they're extremely comfortable, let me know in the comments if that's right. But I think that it's a combination of this band and the kind of soft silicone that makes them super, super comfortable for long periods of time. Now this style does have its downsides, which I'll come on to later. But from a comfort and style perspective, Shokz have nailed it, and in my opinion, they've possibly made the most stylish clip-on earbuds, especially when focusing on the pearl white model, because they're not too shouty, but not boring and blank like some of them. They've added flair without being flamboyant, and I'm 100% behind that. But enough of the style. Has my opinion changed after a few weeks of use on the sound? Well, no, they're still absolutely fantastic for the form factor. And for this style, they've got an incredible level of bass. Don't expect, obviously, chest-pounding bass, of course, but for what they are, they hold their own corner for sure. And that's probably down to their Bassphere TM 2.0 technology, which produces bass with 70% less distortion and louder volumes. And this goes hand in hand with another technology that Shokz have created called their Mirror Pitch TM. I do hate all of these TMs because realistically it's just flashy sales jargon, but being fair here, the technology that Shokz have used in these obviously works well. The way they've designed and angled the audio outlets and placed them in such a way to reflect and focus the sound directly into my ear actually makes them particularly efficient at directing audio into my ear cavities rather than forcing the old woman sat next to me on a train to share the experience of discovering one of Kanye West's absolutely unhinged new releases. It's still not 100% leak-free given the nature of the design, but actually, for a device that isn't even technically in your ears, unless you have them on full volume, others will struggle to accurately hear what's coming out of them. But this system has obviously helped improve the sound quality in this form factor to a point where I'm happy to say that you don't lose much quality at all and can comfortably compete with other in-ear earbuds even. Although bear in mind that these do allow for a lot more environmental sound into your ears, which will be perfect for some and less ideal for others, depending on your personal use case. But I will say that I would have loved to have seen a form of the noise reduction technology from the OpenFit Pros implemented in these. It would have been super interesting to see how these would perform. But I guess the form factor, given that the audio kind of sits a little bit behind your ear cavern, kind of makes the wearing style even more open. So maybe there's simply too much limitation with the form factor here and would be nigh on impossible to implement. I don't know. But if anyone could do it, probably Shokz. Now, one audio niche that I think sounds by far the most interesting with this style of earphones, sitting sort of back from your ear a little bit. I've mentioned this before, but that's ASMR content, which is my guilty pleasure. For those that don't know what ASMR stands for, it's audio sensory meridian response. And it's a physical or emotional phenomenon where some people kind of experience a pleasant tingling like static down your neck and back anytime someone whispers in your ear or makes unusual sounds with their tongue, sort of like, you know. I should start an ASMR channel really, shouldn't I? Comment below if you'd like to see Stu's Reviews ASMR. Like and subscribe. I swear to God, you will not find a better headphone style than these for that type of content, because it almost mimics someone whispering into your ear. And the Shokz OpenDots 2 are fantastic at this type of content. Seriously, if you love ASMR content and you listen to it to relax regularly, if you don't own a pair of these, you are missing out on something particularly special. A pair of these sit on my desk permanently now, so that anytime I get stressed and want to listen to some ASMR stuff, I can pop them in and get the best tingles I've ever had. Now, there's a few other little features that come together to make these a really solid pair of headphones, such as Dolby Audio, 40 hours of use with the case that's also Qi charging, and they also have physical controls on the back section, which you kind of pinch to allow control of the headphones and the music that's on your phone playing to them. But what really interested me, though, was the microphone system that they've included in these. Now, regular earbuds have a clear advantage for calls and audio recording, simply down to the fact that earbuds usually have small stalks that can direct the microphones down towards your mouth and capture the audio through beamforming. Now, these are no different and use dual microphones on each earbud with beamforming, but most peculiarly, and to their advantage, they've also included a single bone conduction microphone to each earbud. Now, these microphones pick up sound through the vibrations in your bones and your tissues instead of airwaves. And when placed against the skin, they excel at blocking background noise, but they do have a downside in that they can make your voice slightly tinnier. But here is where Shokz have been absolutely genius, because these bone conduction mics, paired with the regular air conduction microphones, means they can combine the sound and the headphones pick out and isolate your voice more effectively whilst keeping the more natural sound of the air conduction mics.
So this is what the audio sounds like in the environment that we're in. You can kind of hear Will in the background there, just with a lawnmower going around. And if I switch now to the audio on these mics, you can see that it isolates stuff pretty well. It does compress things a lot more than headphones with that directional stalk. And that's understandable, because it cannot possibly beamform around your mouth in the same way. But I think for headphones or earbuds or earrings or whatever you want to call them, clipped around the outside of my ear like this, I think they do a remarkable job. Again, the environment. And again, back to these headphones. Again, I'll leave you be up the judge to this, but I'm pretty impressed.
It's made a huge difference for the usability of these as in-call devices, and this engineering ingenuity was greatly needed for this form factor, because it doesn't have those directional microphones on stalks like traditional earbuds. Now, the OpenDots 2 have just released, but they've also released alongside a sister product in the form of the OpenDots Air. Now, these share a lot of the same technology, form factor and experience as the OpenDots 2, but they lack the bone conduction mic and some of those TM technology like mirror pitch, so the sound isn't going to be quite as good as the OpenDots 2. It's not that they're bad, of course, but for me, I would have to recommend the OpenDots 2 over the Airs, particularly for the slightly more feature-rich experience, but also because in reality, the price isn't that different. The Airs are £129, whilst the 2s are £179, and I personally think that the Dots 2 are easily worth the extra 50 pictures of the King. If you want to take a look at either, though, I'll leave links in the description below for you, and those watching on the telebox, I've made it very easy for you, and you can scan that QR code, which will give you more information on these and probably give you something likely that I've missed. But have Shokz ultimately achieved what I said right at the beginning? Have they taken the crown? And well, this one is a close running. Like I said, I don't have a huge amount of experience with this type of headphones, but then again, there's not that many of this type out there. But I would argue two factors about these. Firstly, Shokz have created the nicest looking clip-on headphones you can buy, especially in the gold. And secondly, they've nailed the voice isolation for calls with the inclusion of that bone conduction microphone. And I think they've absolutely created an incredible audio recording experience considering the form factor. And I think that even if the rest of the experience is somewhat similar and comparable to others, these 2 points really do give them a massive head start in this niche. And yet again, testing these new clip earbuds from Shokz, the OpenDots 2, has reaffirmed that although the style is particularly polarizing and alien to me, the style is still really bloody growing on me. Especially for ASMR.